Out with the old, in with the new. I've had this laptop ever since the start of my high school years, which was around 2015, 2016. And even by then, this thing was getting pretty old. But it has been with me through thick and thin, even when it was on its last legs. I've done so much with this thing, from everyday schoolwork, playing emulated games, and even editing videos. And I tell you what, it did most everything. Sure, some things that macOS simply couldn't do because Windows is just much more flexible, but as a student scraping by, it was the best damn thing I could ever ask for. This laptop was a hand-me-down from my auntie, since she bought it for herself a couple years back, and I guess she didn't need it and or wanted it or just wasn't using it, but in the end, it landed in my grubby hands. For schoolwork, it was a MacBook, one of the better laptops to have as a student. It worked perfectly fine for the first couple years I had it, even when I did drop it a couple of times. Later down the road, I had to keep it plugged in all the time if I wanted to do anything. The battery life was dead the moment I unplugged it from anything, accidentally or something happened. It would immediately turn off, which happened every now and again since it was MagSafe. I mainly used Google Docs and organized everything in folders from what year it was, from what subject the assignment was for, and any other things I needed. I like organizing chaos, it gives me peace of mind. Everything's set in its place. For gaming, it was surprising how many things I was able to play on this thing. Like I said, I emulated a ton of games back in high school so I could play them in class whenever I was bored, or just even outside. Schools from my childhood like Tetris Attack or Super Mario All-Stars Collection, and even stuff I've never even played before like Mega Man 2 and Earthbound. Not to mention all the ROM hacks I could mess around with. One such game was Mother 3. I've heard so many things about Mother 3, and when I had the opportunity to play it, I just had to. I got the English patch of the game, and I invested so much time in it, and its amazing but heartbreaking story. It was cool just seeing Lucas outside of his original game, outside of Smash Brothers, and outside of YouTube videos I was watching as a kid. But one day while I was playing it, I accidentally reloaded a save state because I mapped my load save state right near my movement keys and lost a dozen hours of progress. And then after that, I just couldn't play it again. Even now, I don't think I could play Mother 3 again. Maybe one day, I reckon. And at the time, Undertale was one of the big things at the school. Everyone was talking about it. Oh, that and Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was able to play Undertale on this laptop. It was one of the first games to ever make me cry. Fighting against Azrael with hopes and dreams playing to the max while everyone else was going to class. I was sitting in the yard and I was just playing Undertale the whole break. Eventually, I did have to go to class, and when I did, I ended up beating Ezreal during a math class. Then I cried. And then there's all this content creator bullshit I wanted to get into. I've been watching YouTube ever since I was young, and eventually I thought to myself, I could give it a shot. And here I am! And pretty much all the videos you see on my YouTube channel today has been made on this hunk of junk. It was slow, it was loud, and while editing I could only preview it as if it was a PowerPoint presentation. And I would just hope that everything would look good by the final product. I even made a short film. Well, I mean, I say a short film, but it was really just me trying to be deep. And the whole reason why I made it was because a teacher mentioned to me that there was a short film contest happening and suggested that I should make one instead of whatever assignment we were having for the rest of the class. And I gladly took it, doing something I like doing instead of something I wouldn't care about and wouldn't remember. But now I have this deep bullshit on my channel and I don't want to delete it because it's just... I don't want to delete anything. But now, out with the old, in with the new. And now, I got myself a MacBook Air with the M2 chip, the latest and greatest, but apparently there's already new MacBook stuff coming out. I'm looking for a monitor. I got myself a keyboard and a mouse and then a microphone because I want to be a YouTuber or something like that. I don't know. And I'm just happy enough and blessed enough to be able to have all this. Everyone I talk to says that I should have gotten a mid-range PC so I could play all the cool games, but I'm not a PC guy. I'm so used to Mac OS that I didn't really think I needed it. And besides, I got consoles to play like any games I really want to play. I don't really have anything in mind on the PC to play. But I'll probably get that sometime later down the line. But yeah, I hope that you are having a lovely day, afternoon, or evening. And yeah, hope to see you when I see you. Bye.